So let's look at the importance of the neck. So the neck connects with the chest and then obviously down through the abdomen and the hips and the rest of the body. So in terms of the stance, your neck needs to be raised as if pulled from the back of the head and the crown. So there's a spot just at the back here. This is known as Bindu in yogic traditions, and it goes by other names. You'll see in various cultures such as Chinese, and in many places they tie a tuft of hair right at the back there, at the back of the skull. So this, via the neck, is raised like so. Let me just turn to the side so it's not collapsed like that. It's raised, and this actually tucks the chin, which extends downwards. This gives you the fighting posture we're all familiar with. So there's engagement of the neck and of course the jaw. You don't want the jaw to be slack and limp. You want it to extend down at the same time. So far we have a raise from the back of the head, from the crown. This stretches the neck, lifting the chest, as you can see. The moment I lift from the back of the head, the chin tucks somewhat and the chest meets the chin. So there's a raising here. So of course you don't want to be upright like this, because then as soon as you're hit you'll just fly back. So at the same time you're compact. So the chin is down, and this gives a raised, elevated freedom of the shoulders to move around. But at the same time you're compact, tense, but not too tense. It's like the guitar strings. If they're too tense, you get a nasty sound. If it's just right, the right tension, the right pull, the right stretch, then that's going to give you those harmonic notes. There are various tissues, there are various muscles which interlock and need to be stretched in order to transmit energy properly. Not only that, but of course we have the vocal cords, which need to be stretched at the right pitch. Now this sends a signal to the ear, and there's an eardrum which stretches all the way down, in fact, into and connecting to the throat. So the ear, there's a sense of the head lifting from the back, chin down, and the ears lift slightly. There's a sense of lifting. You can actually move the ears if you try. So with that lift, this gives you the perfect upper body head and neck posture. So to simplify, chin down, lift from the neck, from the back of the head, ears pull back and up as if to lift the head further. Now the significance of the ears is of course that they connect with the throat, so you want engagement of the whole head, not only the head, but the neck, the ears, and everything else. When you just listen without fixating on anything, you'll find your ears naturally do this, because you're trying to maximize sensing the unexpected. So if I just listen, I tend to raise up, ears are primed, and I'm listening. So that's an exercise in itself, just to sit back and listen. Feel the engagement with the throat. Feel the lift. Look up into the sky and listen. This is another way to engage properly. If you just listen without objects, then you will find that your body orientates itself correctly. Chin is down, so that even if you look up, it's from a position of engagement at the pit of the throat. So you can feel that if you simply engage the neck by blowing into your hand, making the ha sound. You'll feel an engagement of the core, which means that the core is linked to the throat, and there's a support and small constriction of the throat, a gripping, which allows you to lock this breathing effectively in place. And can you feel that engagement of the abdomen when you make that ha exhalation? So the chin tucks, and we just lock that breathing in place, feeling a light engagement of the throat, having done this a few times. The second exercise we can do to work with the throat is to feel the breathing at the back of the mouth, back of the throat, after we've done that. And then just imagine as though we're breathing in through a hole in the pit of the throat. You'll feel a real engagement of the whole chest and thoracic area, just by imagining as though you're breathing through the pit of the throat just below the Adam's apple. So you imagine you're breathing in through there, feeling the air at the back of the throat, back of the upper throat, and then constricting a light pressure on the exhale. This should align the throat, chest, and abdomen all into a correct breathing alignment. From here, the throat's engaged, so that whenever you lift, there's a whole body lift, not just a disengaged lift. So you can look up, move around, even turn sideways with that engagement at the pit of the throat. Pit of the throat, that's known as Vishuddhi, the throat chakra. Now this will purify the energy. This will reduce fear. It will improve clarity. So when you engage all these points, this will enhance your perceptions during stress, during fights, during dangerous situations, so that you can think with enhanced clarity. So let's recap. There's a lift from the back of the head, stretching the neck, chin down, pit of the throat. You should feel that engaged when you actually tuck the chin down and pull the neck up. So that should happen automatically. To check that, make the ha sound. So when you look up, it's using the whole of the neck muscles, not just the head, to tip back and tip forwards, because this will be limited, and it will create a looseness, so that if you do look up and you're hit, there's no stability in the jaw. So another way to engage the neck, this will engage it very well. If you take a lying position, you can have the knees up like so. Just lie back, relaxing. Now, what you're going to do is, from the pit of the throat, lift the head. Now, this is the exact posture you need in the standing position, so you can do an exercise of just lying back and engaging the throat, stretching the neck, lifting as you would. Chin is tucked. So when you do a few of these repetitions, you'll feel actually quite a workout in the jaw, and in the neck. So you can do 10 repetitions, lifting, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So that's obviously a lying down position. But when you get up, if you hold that position, get a sense of what it feels like, and then bring it to the stand up, you'll find a stability here. So there's reduced shaking of the brain, and it just stabilizes everything and gives that support throughout the whole system. Finally, when you are engaged from the top up to the bottom, there's a lift, there's an opening of the chest, of the thoracic region, the ribs. This allows maximum oxygen intake because of the engagement of the neck, ears, etc. There's maximum flow of air, so that when you breathe through the nose, you can do so without constriction, without interruption. So engaging the neck in the throat assists with breathing lower down in the abdomen and in the chest. Finally, to recap, we looked at lift from the back of the head, from the crown, chin down. When you move, hold this position, whether it's that way, whether it's that way, whether it's up, there's still this engagement of the throat. Ears, it's as if they're peeling back and lifting, pricked, ready for sensing what's happening, so that they can lift also from the head. And then it's just a case of slight modifications in terms of the stance, whether you're standing up, whatever you're doing. So hopefully that helped a bit, and good luck, and thanks for watching.